right, heads up. Listen, there are times when Thor comes in with notes.
Yeah.
And that's when it's like it gets really serious in here. It gets very real. This is one of those times where I might just leave the room.
Yeah.
Because we have Nawa, Natu.
Dude.
3 pages of notes in front of him.
Full notes.
Like, I don't even know
Full notes.
How long have you been working on this?
Well, since last weekend.
Oh.
And that's a small font.
That's what I was going to say. And it's top to bottom. Small font.
And I've bold printed some things.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And I've italic underlined.
Oh, Jesus. So
I'm not happy.
I know when it's like this is going to get crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to get crazy. So I'm going to step back and let the man off his chain.
Listen, I don't live technically in the city of San Diego anymore. I'm a Chula Vista man. But my heart is still in San Diego. Mm-hmm. I work in San Diego. I have one friend that lives in San Diego that's sitting right here.
Hi, guys.
Even though she's a part of a place that wants to leave San Diego.
We're gathering the signatures. I think we got them all.
Do you want that to happen?
But I do frequently visit San Diego, and I've come across a couple things that irritate the crap out of me. Because I understand that as a city, we have financial issues, and they're madly searching to find new money because they've already taken most of our paychecks. They've taken most of the money that we make that leaves our paychecks. They've raised the taxes are insane. The Airbnb prices, the hotel prices are insane. The surcharges are insane. They've basically made it so you have to make $150,000 a year to live comfortably in San Diego, which is ridiculous. Yeah. It's gone completely insane, and nobody's doing anything about it but just asking for more money. And then I came across this because I don't live in San Diego. So why would I know about it?
Doesn't affect you that much.
Doesn't affect me that much.
Yeah.
Granted, the sales tax in Chula Vista is ridiculous.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Higher?
Google the sales tax in Chula Vista. I think it's higher than in San Diego. This guy's Googling it right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Have you heard of daylighting tickets?
I've heard of gaslighting.
Yes.
Which is what San Diego City Council does to everybody.
What's daylighting?
Daylighting tickets, it makes it illegal for drivers to park their cars within 20 feet of a crosswalk. Now, you're saying to yourself, really? Because as you see some crosswalks and the curve is painted red. Mm-hmm. That's only a few feet. That's not 20 feet.
Yeah.
Now, what they did was they're saying Aaron Logan, or Login, however the hell you say this person's last name, said it's all about pedestrian safety. She's the SDPD parking enforcement supervisor. Ooh. And she says you approach a crosswalk, just think of any little kid walk into school and you're not going to be able to see them because of the car that's parked too close to the curb. Bang! Little Johnny's dead.
Oh no.
Wow.
Obviously, the sentiment of that makes sense. Yeah. But then you start hearing, well, wait a minute. Because San Diego has about 258 million shortfall of their physical growth that they need to make financially. They're $258 million short of their physical goal.
Okay.
So then you throw out this little parking ticket thing that we're doing now, where if you're not 20 feet from a crosswalk, you're going to get fined. So already from January to March, what they did was they warned people, hey, this is coming. And then on March 1st, which is only 2 months ago, they started giving tickets away.
Well, just don't park in the red.
No, it's not the red.
It's not the red, Edward.
What do you mean?
Edward.
Because this parking ticket can be enforced even if there's no red line there. You have to know
20 feet?
that you're 20 feet from the curb.
From any curb.
From any corner.
Wait,
from any corner.
Any corner.
Park with a measuring
tape?
You
have to have measuring tape.
How do I know?
Or you have to have multiple people lay down to make sure, okay, it's 5 feet,
Okay.
5.5
Is
feet.
my foot equal to an actual
I didn't
foot?
know that.
It's insane.
Well, that's crazy.
So it's not about pedestrian safety, Aaron Login, or whatever the hell you say your last name.
Okay,
it's about the city making more money because that's all they care about. And then you're saying to yourself, well, Thor, how much could they possibly make? $3 million already.
Oh,
in 2 months?
$3 million. They said,
oh my God.
Sorry, $3 million annually. So they think they're going to make $3 million extra dollars off of this, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying, wow, the ticket must only be like $40. Well, initially, the tickets prices weren't supposed to be that expensive, but the San Diego city decided we're going to increase citation fees. Did you know this?
No.
So the ticket to park 20 feet from a crosswalk, if you don't do it, and even if there's no red there,
Or crosswalk.
Or crosswalk or white,
Just a
loading
corner.
nothing. If you park 18 feet from it, $117.
Oh,
And then you're saying to yourself, well, what if I
Wow.
park in a loading zone? It's only like $45. Well, it used to be, Emily. Now if you park in a loading zone, it's $81.
Emily does that all the time.
Oh,
You know,
That
if you
is my
park,
move.
if you're parking or standing in a fire lane, it used to be $65. Now it's $104.50.
Okay.
So they're raising prices left and right, and it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there because if you go to a meter for an hour, it used to be $1.25. Guess how much a meter is now? $2.50
For a parking meter?
for a parking meter for an hour. For $2.50. So all of this money that they just keep sucking like leeches from the residents of San Diego, it doesn't stop there. You're thinking, oh my God, this stupid daylighting thing that they're clearly screwing everyone over with by not painting the curbs red because they care about safety. They don't care about Johnny. They don't care about Erica.
No,
They don't care about not being seen. And bang! They don't care about those things.
Erica.
Okay? Because now, Sky, tell them about the trash can bill.
Oh, well.
Tell them about the trash
You're
can bill.
tagging Sky in?
Oh, it doesn't stop there.
Ooh, this is a big hubbub right now. So
I gotta give organs on the black market if I want to live in San Diego at this point.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy with the trash right now. So allegedly in San Diego, trash is free, but it's not really free. We pay for it in our property tax if you own a home. So we pay for trash. But now they want to double charge you. And they basically said, we're going to start charging you for trash, even though you already pay for it.
No, you already pay for it.
And the only way you can protest this is we're going to send you a 5-page mailer. And on page 4.5, there's a tiny piece of paper you have to cut out, fill out, put in your mailbox.
Couldn't make it harder.
Put a stamp
Couldn't make
on,
it harder.
and that's the only
Who's
way.
paying for that stamp?
You complain that you don't want to be double charged for trash.
And guess
So
how much it
people
is
are
for a
pissed.
bin?
People are pissed.
$47 a month.
Yeah.
Extra.
Well, and it goes to a small trash bin.
Give
right
it to
now
me.
we have the normal full size.
Give it
they
to
go
me.
to like the third of
Give
a
it
size.
to me.
Okay, wait,
And if you want a full size trash bin, Thor, you have to pay even extra. For
So
the
let me
full
get
size.
this straight, Sky.
Yep.
Let me
Tell
get
'em,
this
Thor.
straight.
Tell 'em.
First, there's daylighting tickets.
Yep.
Where we're just screwing the residents over who parked 19 and a half feet from a crosswalk, not 20. Then there's, we're going to increase the citations fees.
For everything.
For everything.
Yep.
Basically doubling citation fees for everything.
Okay.
Then we're also going to say, meters that were $1.25. I have some quarters in my car. They're now $2.50. Who has $2.50 worth of quarters?
Nobody.
Who has that?
Yeah.
No one has that.
Now
We're going to do this proposed trash can bill and screw you for throwing away trash. What's next? Is Gloria going to come out and say, hey, we're going to charge you 50 cents a breath. We're calling it a San Diego air tax.
Oh, an air tax.
And anytime you're in San Diego, it's 50 cents to breathe.
That'd be
Wow.
Because the
That'd be
city's falling short of their financial physical goal.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? I got 2 words for you, Gloria.
Oh, no, don't
It's
care.
suck and it.
Oh, no.
Okay? Because I started Googling, where's all the money going?
Where is it going,
They're
Thor?
and you Google.
Potholes?
I've been Googling.
Oh,
What'd you say?
Potholes?
I've been Googling for weeks where the money's going.
Oh, we can tell
and
by your
all I
notes.
could find is that it goes to the city's general fund. And in the past decade, it's for parking citations, it's for libraries, it's for parks and parking enforcement. That's all it says. I want a breakdown to the T of where all the money's going because I don't see it. Who sees it? And why are these people making what they're making?
Well, we're also closing a bunch of stuff, like parks and all these lakes.
Restrooms.
And
They're limiting the hours to
like
weekends on
fire
some parks
pits.
now.
So
I don't know where the money's going.
I might have a question of where's the money going?
I don't know.
Yeah, follow
and
the
then you're
money.
saying, well,
Follow the money.
where else are they making? What else are we paying for? Well, there's property taxes. And you say, well, San Diego has a lower than national average property tax. Is
that true?
You're a cutie.
No,
You're a cutie if
you're
you
a
believe
cutie
that.
if
I
you
don't.
think
So
that.
technically, our property
I
tax
know
is
what I pay.
0.72%, which is lower than the national average.
Okay.
But we do a thing called assessed value rise.
Oh, no.
So your property tax goes up insanely. My property tax for a house on Oceanside was $4,000 when I bought it, and out of the blue they went bang, and it just doubled to $8,000, and there was nothing I could do about it.
Wow.
How could you? Then there's sales tax, which the California state sales tax is 6%. San Diego 7.75%.
Chula Vista, 8.75%.
Don't even get me started on Chula, baby.
Okay. Next week.
Then there's the transparency occupancy tax, or the TOT tax,
True.
The hell is
which
that?
it's a tax for Airbnbs, hotels, and the closer you are to the convention center, the more they just tell you to bend over and take it.
I'm fine with that because that's against the tourists.
But people might want to not come here as much because if you're near the convention center, you could be paying 13.75% for 2 nights of taxes. That's insane.
Yeah, that's not good.
Then there's the franchise fee taxes, which is like SDG&E. They get taxed. But here's what's crazy about this. Because we get a 1.1% customer bill charge on our SDG&E bill, and then the city of San Diego makes residents pay a 5.7% surcharge to cover their higher franchise fee requirement. So we're getting double taxed on our SDG&E bill on top of already having larger SDG&E bills. So my point of all this is, if you're listening right now, my point of all this is, if you're listening right now, is I understand things are important. I understand that the government has a job to do and they're doing the best they can. But it's time for change.
What are we doing?
I think we need to go down to City Hall and protest for more answers.
We're protesting.
I think
I'm dumping tea in the ocean.
I'm saying,
what are we doing here?
I don't know if we still do that.
This isn't all.
Maybe we should.
This isn't all Gloria's fault, but he's the face of the operation.
He's
Sing it.
So I'd love to sit down with old Todd and have a conversation with him.
Did you say sing it?
No, I didn't. No, I meant like sing it, sister. Keep going, Thor. Not like sing the Gloria song.
Need answers, and I'm not going to rest until I get these answers.
Are you starting a revolution?
I say this government is ruining a great city, and we march on City Hall.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Enough is enough.
I don't know. This is a good idea.
March
on City Hall.
And do what?
I'm not throwing out dates, but I don't know. June 6th.
Okay, I wouldn't say 6th.
I don't know about marching.
I don't know. Just throwing out dates. It gives us a full month. It gives us a full month
to plan. I get what you're saying.
Wait till
March
January 6th.
on the Hall.
It's a odd date.
On the Hall.
No, please stop.
March on the Hall.
That's a weird chant.
Please, I don't like where this is going.
No,
I just can't take it anymore. We're getting screwed 5 ways from Sunday. That's a really old saying that I just did. It used to not always be like this, and it's not fair. And I would love to have a conversation with somebody from the city. Let's just sit down and talk to me. Sit down and talk to me.
Are you the face of the revolution?
I'm the face of the revolution.
Okay.
I'm the face. You don't need to.
What about your boy Newsom?
Gavin?
I mean,
I would love to talk to. Well, he's too busy with his podcast with Marshawn Lynch. Because he's so hip. With his podcast with Marshawn Lynch.
He's doing a podcast?
That jackass.
God.
He's doing a podcast with Marshawn Lynch.
Wow.
That's what Gavin Newsom's doing.
Did you get all your notes in?
Do you feel
that I did?
Okay.
And I'm sorry if I confuse people. I apologize. But I want to know where the money's going. I want a breakdown. And until that's happened, I'm not going to rest.
Well, it's a lot of taxing.
I'm not going to rest. It's not fair. Look at your paycheck. People know where your paycheck's going because I don't. What's this general fund?
I would never have known this.
Do we need libraries?
Well,
Wait,
that's a crazy thing to say. I didn't know about that 1% tax on the SDG&E bill or anything.
That means we're taxed over 6% on our SDG&E bill.
Son of a...
On top of having the highest kilowatts in the country.
Son of a...
It never ends, bro.
How do we...
I don't know what...
Oh, wait, we got to march on...
Yeah.
We have to march.
March on the 6th.
No, I'm not doing it on
June.
I feel it's weird.
Of June.
It's still a J month.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Anyway, well, that was crazy. That one, that was hot.
Yeah.
All right. You take a deep breath.
Thank you.
All right.